I'm Patrick Bet-David, and I'm on HelpBnk. So what separates successful entrepreneurs from the rest? They have a problem to solve, and they stay with it as long as possible. Einstein once said the difference between genius and everybody else is I stay with problems longer than you do. What is the best habit for achieving success? Not getting bored with doing the repetitive habits that's continuous, that's eventually gonna give you the results. Most people get bored of doing the same thing over and over again. How important is it to have a purpose in life and business? It's very important, but it's hard. It's kind of like finding a wife. If you try to force finding a wife, it's not gonna work out. Some people find a wife at 35, some at 30, some at 25, some at 23. You can't force purpose. I read a quote a long time ago that said, sometimes on the way to a dream, you get lost and find a bigger one. Sometimes you're going like this on a purpose, like I think I'm gonna do this, and then boom, you find a big one. So be patient with that. How do I learn discipline? Typically a good example of being around disciplined people to see what habits they have. You'll pick it up from there, but also a very basic question to ask. If your vision is big and your dream is big and you're not disciplined, what you're just telling yourself in the world is that you're okay if your dreams and vision doesn't become a reality. If you're okay with it, don't be disciplined. If you're not okay with it, then you don't have a choice but to be disciplined. What's your daily routine? Wake up early in the morning, consume content to see what's going on. I move my body, I exercise. I'm tall, so I have to stretch. I come to the office, depending on what I have, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a business meeting, and I'm literally meetings from the moment I come in. I don't have a 10-minute break. I'm meetings like that till when I get home at 8 o'clock at night, and then it's family and the kids. And I do that every single day. And my Sundays are off with the family. Saturdays I work, and that's what I do, 6 days a week. Okay. And by the way, my kids are here at the office regularly while I'm doing this. How do I stay consistent in the long run? If your vision is big, you don't have a choice. Again, the 4 things I talk about in life: outwork, out-improve, out-strategize, outlast. The most intimidating quality of an opponent is one that never stops. How do you stay motivated and maintain high energy throughout tough sales periods? I just know it's a part of it. It's not gonna be something it's a given. Anticipation is big. When you anticipate that some things are not gonna go your way, when you anticipate rejection, when you anticipate that a sale may not go the right way, but I'm gonna do my part, and you're a long-term thinker, you don't worry about it. Most of the time, if you're chasing only one sale, one client, if I close this deal, my life's gonna change. I want a big pipeline. If I have a pipeline of 200-300 clients, I don't care if one of them doesn't want to get back to me. I got 199 more to follow up on. How important is failure in shaping a business? It's not how important it is. You don't have a choice. It's inevitable. How can someone new to sales quickly improve their closing skills? Shadow somebody who's a great salesperson and make a list of every time you come up with an objection that a client brings up to you that you don't know how to overcome, write it down, and then go to the top 5 salespeople around you and ask them, how would you overcome this objection? You mind if I record you? Not at all. Boom, write it down. Next, how do you overcome these objections? Ask 5 people, choose the best one. That becomes your FAQ on how to overcome objections. How important is personal branding in business today? Very. Many, many years ago, when a 5-foot lady who's 70 years old wanted to find a way to protect herself from a big person coming in to rob their house, they invented something. You know what that invention was called? A gun. They called it the Great Equalizer. Because if she has a gun at 70, you can be 6'5", 280, it doesn't matter. It's the Great Equalizer, right? Personal branding with social media today has become the ultimate equalizer against the big companies that had billion-dollar advertising budgets. It doesn't matter anymore. If you know how to make content go viral organically, you're the same as these billion-dollar brands. So you better use it or else your opponents will.